Hi everyone, it's Doug from Vermont Hoyas, and welcome to another tutorial on trellising. I thought I'd said everything there was to say about trellising, but I found a few more things to talk about using this roll of yard guard 2x3 inch wire fencing. It's amazing what you can do with this. It's about all I use for all of my trellising needs now. Now, the last video I brought you on making a trellis talked about these round cylinder trellises that I made for so many of my pots. One other thing I want to say about these is that if you make them too short, which I did with this plant, this is Hoya Natalie, by the way, you can take another one of the same diameter and you can easily attach it and you can have as long or as tall a trellis as you want. If this one gets too short, I could add another section. Very, very easy to do, and it's absolutely as strong as the original. You can see here where I joined another section here. Very, very strong. But what I've been doing lately is I haven't been using very many of these cylinder trellises because they're very difficult to get around plants early on. So what I'm doing here is I'm just simply cutting like a half trellis. Very easy to put these around the plant, whereas you try to get a round trellis around a plant that's established and it's almost impossible to be able to pull it off. But with these half trellises, you can see, and they're very, very strong, easy to use, doesn't do any damage at all to the root system to push that in. So I use these almost all the time now rather than the round trellises. Very strong, great, easy trellis. But the thing I'm most excited about is these things over here. This is going to be a game changer for me. You can see these little hangers that I've made for 2-inch pots. What's so great about this is many times you'll have a plant in a 2-inch pot that's growing phenomenally well and you have no way of trellising it, and what you do, or what I do, is I tend to up pot it much too soon so that it ends up over potted, and then you rot the roots, which just is very, very distressing. I've done this scores of times over the years. So with this system here, you could put these little plants in these little round cylinders. They fit perfectly for the 2-inch pot. You can see it's a simple strip of wire in these pots, either a short one or a tall one. I guess that one's called a rose pot. Fit right in there. So that's just the cat's meow. So you can hang those wherever you want in the house. They're very attractive looking. And you could simply wind this right around for quite a while, and when you finally need to up pot these, it wouldn't be any big deal to just pop them out of here and put them into a bigger pot. But this system, I think, is just like awesome. This sort of almost came to me in a dream. That goes to show you how much I like Hoyas. They're even in my dreams. So I got up this morning and I started fooling around, and it's just so easy to do. I imagine another thing you can do, which I haven't done yet, is you could make these twice as wide, and if you wanted to use it with a saucer, you could drill a couple holes in the edges of your saucer, and you could simply either zip tie or wire those on there. So if you wanted to use this with a saucer in your house so that when you water didn't pour straight through. These are in my grow tent, so it really doesn't matter. But I love the looks of these things, and you can hang them all over the place. Really, really cool. So I hope I did a good job explaining how I did that and why I did it. And I hope you give it a try too, because